Hey everybody, and welcome to Let's Look at Steam Marines. Now I gotta confess here, I have no idea what the Steam in the title refers to. Does it refer to a game about Marines that is on Steam? I don't know. Does it refer to Marines who are made out of gaseous water? Could be. I mean, if you think about it, or don't think about it too hard, we are all made out of gaseous water in some way or another. We're all made of stars, as Moby said, and Steam Marines is made of code, but it is not actually available on the platform of Steam yet. I've taken this opportunity because Steam, during its holiday sale, usually doesn't release new releases, and there's actually like a dearth of new releases in general, so I'm taking this opportunity in December and early January to take a look at some games that are available on other platforms. This one is actually just a standalone game that is available for voting on Steam Greenlight, but is not actually available for purchase on Steam yet. In fact, it's just in alpha right now, so it's not even done, so this is a very preliminary look at. I haven't even confirmed with the developers that it's okay to be looking at it, but I've been playing it a little bit lately, so I thought, hey, why not do a little bit of a spotlight here? So Steam Marines is a roguelike slash turn-based strategy game. It's almost like, it's very, very similar to Dungeons of Dreadmore, but just imagine that you mix like Dungeons of Dreadmore's like tile-based roguelike elements with almost XCOM's A, aesthetic, and that you're fighting like robots and aliens and it's in the future, and B, the action points from a game like XCOM. So Dungeons of Dreadmore, you just moved once and that was it. Or attacked once and that was it for your turn. This, you have a squad, and your squad has action points and they can attack multiple times per turn. But it definitely has roguelike, like procedurally generated elements as well. So we're going to get started here. I do have a save, but I'm going to jump into a new one here, and we're going to choose the normal difficulty level. Again, I must stress that we are in alpha here, so there's not really much in the way of aesthetics. Like, there's not much music. There is a little bit of a backing track that starts when you first start the game, but beyond that, I think we're pretty much bereft of sound effects for most of the rest of the video. But anyway, here is the character selection screen. So we can basically make whatever squad we want. This is the default starting squad every single time. It's always a leader and 3 scouts. The leader is a class that has a shotgun which gives knockback. Scouts are basically snipers that have a long-range rifle that can shoot. I believe it can go through enemies. Yeah, it can penetrate multiple enemies. And they favor killing from afar, basically. But we can also cycle classes here and get a support in here as well as a Grenadier. So the support class has a machine gun, and the Grenadier class obviously has a grenade launcher. Now, in honor of this being Steam Marines, I think we should name all of our people here after notable Steam celebrities. So we've got Gaben. I don't know any other Steam celebrities. I believe Eric is like second in command at Valve or something. How about Ice Frog? He can be our female support, obviously the creator of Dota and Dota 2, and oh man, who else are we left with here? Who is some kind of Steam celebrity that I can go with? What about, I don't know, Dandy. I'm sticking straight to Dota 2 here, but anyway, we are gonna get started. You know what? Sorry, Dandy. I gotta put Roll Fizzlebeef in here. Roll Fizz, that's good enough. That's a great nickname for him. So we're gonna accept our new squad, and it should just launch us basically into the map here. So this is our interface for Steam Marines. Now, our main objective for level 1 is simply to get to the elevator and get down to the next floor. So it does kind of have that similar, almost Isaac or Dungeons of Dreadmore type vibe where you're just trying to descend throughout the spaceship. But there's also something you might want to note here, and that's the command deck. And the command deck gives you a meter for hostiles, which I believe is hostile health as well as hostile presence. And beyond that, it also gives you a meter for command deck integrity. So you can actually bust through walls on this ship. And the more you bust through the walls, I believe the more integrity is lost, and maybe the more grenades you fire as well. There's also a tutorial. I'll probably refer to this occasionally, because I've only played about an hour and a half of this so far, and there is kind of a learning curve for some things. But anyway, we're going to get started here, so we're just going to move with the arrow keys, and hopefully my mouse pointer will not appear on the screen. Anyway, we are starting as Gaben here, so let's just get going. We're going to send Private Gaben down here, and we're just going to have him enter guard mode, which is basically Overwatch. Because it's never a good idea to finish your turn by opening a door. Okay, this is a terrible idea. We'll have Private Eric attack here. Eric needs more action points to fire. That's not good. We're going to have him enter guard mode again then. Can we actually send anybody over here to also hit him? I don't think so. We can have Private Ice Frog enter Overwatch as well. And these guys are just going to be screwed. Okay, so the alien did come close, but it got beaten up by us because we were in Overwatch. And we can just send Gaben into this room as well. Maybe have him face downwards and then enter guard mode. And we'll send Eric up here because Eric did kill the guard last time. We did bust down a wall there, which was unnecessary. but may actually... Sometimes you actually have to bust down the walls to progress in an area. So I'm actually just going to stick everybody on guard mode here except for Eric. I'm going to have Eric come down. And in terms of, like, overarching strategy, I accidentally busted down that wall. In terms of overarching strategy, I'm basically at, like, level 0 with respect to that. Like, I have no idea what I should be doing most of the time. I just kind of play it like I played XCOM before I really figured out what to do in XCOM. We're just going to put all of these guys on a separate door, basically, and then get ready to breach open. So, oh, Ice Rock faces left. Put him into guard mode. I put everybody into guard mode or on a door now. So on the next turn, we're just going to open doors. And we find a lot of enemies. So we can use Z on our keyboard to fire with Gabe in here. And you can fire as many times as is necessary to kill, given the action points that you have. So it's not like XCOM where if you fire once, that's just... Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. Guard mode. Where if you fire once, that's the end of things. Rather... Oh, I entered guard mode by accident. I meant to shoot there. Okay. You come in here. You enter guard mode. The enemy did do some substantial damage, I think. I believe that's our HP up there in the, like, the top number. So basically, or also the bottom number on our screen. So right now we have 5 of 50 HP with a lot of these guys, which is really not good. We will get more HP just sort of as we move around. We can also pick up this item here, whatever this is. Eric picked up an ammo crate. That's good. Let's put him in guard mode now. Again, I apologize for any, like, terrible mistakes I make in this game, but it is still very early for me in the Steam Marines process. That alien, by my estimation, appeared out of nowhere. Private Gaben, are you ready to fire? Indeed you are. Alright, so he's dead. We're gonna get some experience. We might get some health back. Who knows? For now, everyone just enter guard mode for a second. Alright. I did 2 cycles of guard mode for no reason. But look at... Okay, that's, like, seriously not good. Let's try to do some attacking here. We do have some explosive damage because we're using Roll Fizzle Beef here. So this should hit both of the... Oh, God. Roll Fizzle Beef is dead. And Gaben is probably not too far behind. We're just going to have him face upwards here and then go into guard mode so he can shoot at enemies when they come down. Similarly, do we really... Oh, no, we have 3 left. Where's our other one, though? Private Ice Frog. He's over here in this dark area. There we go. Okay, so the aliens are going to come down here. We should still be able to get some shots in. We will need to reload at some point. Oh, man, we can't hit him. Okay, move up. Kill him. Enter guard mode. Move up. Enter guard mode because he has a long-range weapon. You're going to face up and enter guard mode because I expect that more bots will be coming in a second. Do I really... Where is the other one? Well, we can pick up this. No, we can't? Brute is flanked. I don't know where the Brute is. Is he in here? I have no idea. I don't know why it's completely dark around Ice Frog. What about this? We have an ammo crate that we picked up. Okay, I guess we killed both. So we're just going to keep moving onwards here. Sadly, Private Ice Frog is fairly... Okay, back it up. We're going to send you to face this way. Again, the Overwatch, super important. I'm just looking for the elevator so I can get down to the next floor. You face right. And similarly, I don't know if you're going to be able to hit anybody, but you're going to face right and go into Overwatch as well. And the Overwatch is helping us out a great deal here. By the way, those things on the ground are landmines, like these ones right here. So we are going to attack here. Don't miss. Alright. So every time you attack, I guess you get more HP back as well. I was a little fuzzy on that mechanic. We're just going to keep moving onwards here. There's crates that we can pick up. I don't know why I keep saying Brute is flanked every time we try to pick up a crate. Again, the game's in alpha. Chest was empty. There's some weird stuff that goes on, but I think that's to be expected considering this is a work in progress right now. Basically, the reason I'm playing this is I am a sucker for any tile-based roguelike. Any game with roguelike elements in general is enough to pique my attention most of the time, but also with like a futuristic aesthetic, I can get into that. So I believe that crate was empty. We're just going to get ready to go to the right side of the ship here, and we're going to send everybody into Overwatch mode until we open these doors and see if there's anybody in here. There's not, and this is actually a dead end, so we're going to want to move maybe over to this side of the ship instead. So far, it's been very difficult. The furthest I've gotten in this game is down to level 2. The enemies don't necessarily get substantially harder once you get to level 2. But, you know, it's like Dungeons of Dreadmore in that things just stack up over and over and over. Like, the furthest I got in Dungeons of Dreadmore was probably, like, level 5. And I played, like, 20 or 30 hours of that. Cue all the comments, like, does he not... Oh, we don't have enough action... Oh, we don't have enough ammunition. Okay. Cue all the comments that are like, when's Dungeons of Dreadmore coming back? Well, it's not, unfortunately, because... of some weird technical issues with that Let's Play, but I digress. So hopefully we can kill this brute here. It is dead. I'm going to send everybody to enter Overwatch or Reload, because I'm not sure when, or if there's another alien remaining. I want to show the elevator at least, so we can show how you move on to later levels. Now there is a door here. Let's demonstrate something different though. Rather than going through the door, why don't we bust down this wall and try to get into this room? Wow, we failed that miserably. How about this time? There we go. So this way we can sneak into this room by just incredibly noisily busting down the door. Okay, so let's switch back to Private Eric. We're gonna turn this way. We do see the guy, which is good. We have like 6 action points, so if we only hit like 3 times, or 2 times, we should be able to kill him. Oh, well, we didn't. So we bust down the door, turn, and we might not be able to fire here. I just want to level up as well, but we won't be able to see leveling up for a little while. So put guard mode, and then we'll send Private Ice Frog in here. And guard mode did actually manage to kill them, which is great. So we're going to take Private Eric and pick up a grenade. I'm not sure if that's actually going to be useful for us. We've also basically reached another dead end over here. I can try to bust down the copper piping and sell it for meth money, but I don't think that's necessary. We're just going to keep moving onwards here then. There is an equipment system, but we haven't gotten any equipment yet. I guess we'll just end our turn here so we can move this guy through and stop being a bottleneck. And send this guy upwards, and everyone out into the... Okay, where did you come from? Where did you go? Where did you come from, Cotton Eye Brutes? Guard mode, and this guy will just face this way and have go into guard mode as well. So far the game is... 1 second. The game is very slow-paced, but I guess it is... I don't have enough ammunition to fire. But it is dependent on your kind of style, so... I mean, in XCOM, I kind of played things a little bit fast and loose. Oh, he needs more AP to fire. That's really not good. I played things fast and loose in XCOM for the most part, and it didn't work out very well for me. So I'm trying to be a little bit more methodical as I'm playing this game so far. Is it working out well for me? It's hard to say. I mean, like I said, the furthest I've gotten is... Oh, there's the elevator. The furthest I've gotten is, like, halfway through level 2. I should mention the levels are procedurally generated as well. So there is actually, you know, some randomness, or at least some element. I'm just checking to see if there's... Oh, there's another enemy. I didn't expect that. I was just trying to get the crates. Do we have another shot? Oh, that was easy enough then. Let's pick up these crates. I think they've got basically... This might just be extra ammo. I think the horizontal crates are the ones that actually give us other benefits. But anyway, we can get on this, send all our guys back into this general area, and then press L to use the elevator downwards. So that's going to be the end of the first floor. Took us 37 turns. Primary objectives completed 1. We will get secondary objectives from now on. The first floor is basically just primary objective. Almost like a... Not a tutorial level, but very much a way of easing you into things. So we're going to load in here. You see a standing figure in the corner. It also has kind of like elements of FTL, by the way, in that every time you go down to a floor, or sometimes when you go down to a floor, you will notice like these occurrences like this where you will have an option. So let's see. You see a standing figure in the corner, her movement's decisive. By the way, these like yellow and blue and orange terms, they change. So like last time it was like you see a furtive figure in the corner, her movement's quick or something like that. So this changes her personality for us, I guess. You aren't entirely convinced that she knows how to use the Grenadier weapon class in her hands, or Grenadier class weapon in her hands. You can't help but notice the decent sack of ammunition at her feet. Do you take the survivor with you? Sure, why not? We did. Okay, that was fast. We did lose somebody earlier, so this seems like a good idea. So we've got Private Gaben. Don't let me down here. He missed. There we go. But he critted on the next shot, so that's okay. And we'll move up here. You can shoot through your teammates, by the way. I should have mentioned that earlier, probably. Otherwise, you might have just thought I was blowing up my teammates for no reason here. We will level up soon. We're just going to shoot these guys first. That was a really good crit, actually. Wow! Thank you, Private Ice Frog. Everyone else is just going to reload and go into guard mode, I guess. We'll send everybody into reload here. Guard mode, reload, guard mode, guard mode, guard mode, guard. Word has lost all meaning. Okay, let's progress onwards now. So we're just going to send him down into here. Guard mode is basically as important as Overwatch was in XCOM. And we'll have you face to the right and guard mode. And then we'll pop open these doors just in case we come across some aliens, you know? We'll face right. He seems safe in here. Let's pop open this door. We see like... we see enemies. That's important to note. Let's just enter guard mode. And again, we'll have you enter guard mode. We will, as we level up with these classes, we will gain abilities. and these abilities will allow us to actually do special shots, not unlike, again, if you watched, I'm comparing this a lot to XCOM because it's the most recent game of this ilk, like squad-based strategy game that I've played. Guard mode here. But yeah, you gain special abilities for each class that you can indeed use to improve your standings and to do like specific attacks that work best in specific situations, if that makes any sense. Okay, this is not good for us. We're gonna basically send everything we've got to the wall on this one to try to kill all of these guys, who I expect are gonna come down on us pretty quickly here. Unfortunately, there's no other way for us to, like, oh, don't bust out into the hallway there. I've rushed a little bit here, which is not good for us. These things do crazy damage when they actually hit you. So we're going to hopefully kill them before they can kill us. We might as well just tab over here and see if we can get this thing killed. I think we did take some damage ourselves. That's okay, though. Private Nix, or Private Nux. I can't tell. Guard mode, and guard mode, and guard mode, and guard mode. Isn't there not a third brute at some point? I thought there was another brute down here. Oh, someone leveled up. Gaben has reached level 2. Okay, so now I can show off the promotions menu. Basically, you go into promotions, and you have the option to choose one of these to basically become your first objective, or sorry, your first attribute. So, I can take snapshots, fires at all enemies in range, costs 2 action points, and requires 1 talent point, which is basically a skill point. Charges towards an enemy, knocking him back. I kind of like snapshot, the idea that we could fire at all enemies in range. I'm not sure if it works like XCOM, where you can take, like, anything here I wanted to. Like, could I just take Dummy Suit right now? No, I can't. I think I've got to take one of the ones in the first part of the tech tree first. So I'm going to take Snapshot. And I believe I've taken it now. Unless I've made some kind of horrible mistake. Let me go back to the promotions menu. Did I use it? I think I did. Yes, now I have Snapshot available. So if I hit 1 on my keyboard, I would actually be able to use it. But I'm out of action points for now. So we will just move onwards into this next room, where we are going to have a ton of brutes, unfortunately. But we should be able to kill them on the first turn here. Again, these guys are just going to enter guard mode. I'm thinking we should be able to kill them here, at least. Sadly, we are missing every single shot. There we go. Finally, we hit one. And again, guard mode. The mode of the gods. The mode of the guards, more like, anyway. Wow, that guy died in 1 hit, so we'll take whatever he dropped, which apparently was nothing. Is that like a key card on the floor there, or is that just a hole in the spaceship? Sometimes I wonder. And I'm just keeping these guys on guard mode because I know there's a brute. So I want to see what this is. Command deck lost 1% integrity. I guess I should not have picked that up. Command deck is getting a little bit low on integrity here. I'm not actually sure how many levels there are in the game. But I can be fairly confident that I am nowhere near completing it, at least at this present state. So again, guard mode. And we will send this guy upwards. I'm probably not going to play, like, this is going fairly well. I'm probably not going to play through a whole game of Steam Marines here. But I will play a little bit longer. Just to continue showing off just what this game is all about. So oh! Did I almost explode there? I did almost explode there. Guys, when guys die, they die quickly. Like, when you get into a very difficult situation with the brutes... Oh, someone leveled up. It was Private Ice Frog. When you get into a difficult situation with one of those enemy brutes, it's very bad for you. Like, they can kill you very, very, very quickly. Especially, like, before, I didn't realize that it wasn't like Dreadmore in the sense that you didn't just walk into enemies to hit them. You actually have to hit Z on the keyboard to fire your gun. So I was just walking up to them and punching them, and then I'd do, like, 1 HP, and they would do, like, 17 HP, and my guys would just die instantly. I was like, damn, this game is hard. So we're going to take Spray Shot with Ice Frog here. He's probably not going to be able to use it this turn, but we're just going to face downwards, put ourselves in guard mode, because we know that that is what is going to come up next. This brute is going to come up here, so if we can kill him on an Overwatch, that would be best for everybody involved, I would say. I guess we didn't take any shots there for some reason. Maybe they just didn't get close enough. But this is really do or die time right here, because if we don't mess up this brute... Why can't you attack? Turn auto ended. Eric does not have enough ammunition. Okay, there we go. So we'll take a shot here. Again, it's in alpha. The interface elements absolutely need some work. But it's a work in progress in general, so I'm willing to cut them some slack on that. Everyone's just going to reload here. And then we'll just skip our turn and then start moving onwards. Again, we're looking for the elevator. Keep in mind that our secondary objective is something we've probably already failed. I believe it was... well, when I played this last time, it was kill an enemy using melee weapons, or only melee. whereas this time it's use no grenades. So I'm pretty sure I've used a grenade just in... Oh, Jesus. Well, she leveled up. That's good. But she's probably going to die. That's generally pretty bad. Sure, why not move to the right? I'm just going to make as much room as possible. We who are about to die salute you. And guard mode, and we're going to see someone's going to get punched in the face here, I think. No, wow, she got very, very lucky. Or he got very, very lucky. So we got Private First Class Eric, who we're going to promote with Scope Shot. I really like. Called Shot reduces target AP by 1. Scope Shot gives 100% accuracy and double damage. Almost like Headshot from XCOM. So we're going to use that right now, using 1 on our keyboard. That killed it, like, instantly. And I like that you can use an ability and still move on to attack later. Sadly, I made a terrible decision here and decided to basically get Private Eric killed. So let's go with guard mode with all these guys, because I can't move in here. Yeah, Eric has been killed. And we should be able to... Luckily, I leveled him up before he died, just to get, you know, maximum amount of pain. Okay, we've missed with those shots, which means we're just going to push this guy in as far as he can go. So that we can switch to this guy instead. Bust him open. See what we've got in... Oh, well, I guess we got to end our turn. See what we've got in this crate right here. Oh, and there's the elevator. Okay, so this is a convenient time, I think, for us to actually end the video. So I'm going to hit L. That's going to take us down to the next floor. And this is the furthest I've ever gotten, but I don't really feel like showing off too much more of Steam Marines in its current state. Just kind of wanted to spotlight this, because I know that a lot of my viewers are into roguelikes, into squad-based tactical strategy games. So it seemed like a good idea. So I'm going to put a link to the video description, so you can vote on this for Steam Greenlight if you're interested. The caveat is, I don't want it to get greenlit yet, because greenlit works in progress really annoy the shit out of me, because they have a tendency to just release, be like, woohoo, we got greenlit, and then they release, and, you know, they charge $10, and people are like, why am I paying $10 for a game that's not finished? It's bad press all around, everyone has bad feelings about it. But that being said, I do think this is a game that has the potential to be something that a lot of my viewers, particularly if you're fans of XCOM and Dungeons of Dreadmore, are going to enjoy. I'm enjoying it so far. There's a little bit of a learning curve based on the fact that there's no, like, real tutorial into the game. You kind of have to teach yourself from that weird text box that pops up. But in any case, this is very interesting so far. I think it has a lot of potential to really be up a lot of people's alleys. But in any case, like I said, her movement's furtive. You see a huddled figure in the corner. I'm not sure if this will ever backfire. But in any case, I'm rambling here. We might as well just end the video. This has been Steam Marines. I'll put a link. By the way, you can download this for free to try it out right now. I probably should have mentioned that off the top, but I'll put 2 links in the video description. One to vote for it on Greenlight, one to check out the current build of this game that I am playing for the low, low price of absolutely $0. In any case, I will see you guys next time, and thank you for watching.